Okay, there's no early morning bugle call. This isn't a drill sergeant, and these trainees aren't expected to march. But these new dads are about to be put through their paces.
Well, this is the very first time I'm seeing this.
Okay. It's a 3-hour workshop where these rookie dads come in. The veteran dads are fathers of 3 or 4 month old children, so fairly new, but have had recent experience with diaper changing, feedings, the 2 a.m. wake-up calls, and all of those different things.
Here at the Dynamic Dads class, these newbies have a wonderful opportunity to get practical, immediate responses to their questions and concerns, and they have plenty of those.
I'm so nervous that I'm going to mess something up that I just don't want to mess anything up, you know. So.
It's safe to say Corey Ritten is a perfect example of a rookie dad. In fact, Corey's wife Angela and their new son, Corey David Ritten Jr., are in a room right upstairs from the class. Corey found out about Dynamic Dads from the nurse tending to Angela and Corey Jr. It didn't take Corey Sr. long to realize the crash course in baby management was just what he needed, especially when it comes to one mystery of parenthood.
I am terrified of jaundice. One of the things I'm afraid that I just won't be able to tell, or I won't know if it happens, and I just want to know. And so if he does get it, or when he gets it, or however that works, I'm going to go, oh, that's what that is. This is what we need to do. Boom, 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 and I'm set.
Not to worry, Corey. All of your questions will be answered. And Angela is going to love the amount of attention given to teaching new dads this thought. It's time to pitch in and get your hands dirty.
When it comes to a newborn, there's a tendency of dads to go like, well, that's not my job yet. When he's able to throw a ball, call me. The moms need help. And so one of the things that we talk about is teamwork and the role of the dad, and not to just sort of, back off and say, well, I don't know how to do this because, I don't have the maternal instinct.
Dynamic Dads covers a lot of ground in only 3 hours, and it's not just the baby basics. This class really gets to the heart of the father-child relationship to ensure that the lessons of those few hours last a lifetime.
One of the things that we talk about too is the fact that, being a new father, your best pattern is your own father. So we kind of touch on a little bit in terms of what was your experience like with your father? What do you remember about your dad when you were younger?
I want to be every bit of the father that my father was to me.
Sharing those stories clears up a few of those unknowns of fatherhood, and it plays a big part in bridging the gap from rookie dad to dynamic dad.
It's good to share and to warn these people that they're going to have a lot of the nights where the baby's crying and you're very tired and it's difficult, and you just got to realize that it's all short term, it's going to pass. So it's nice to pass those things on.
Something else the veteran dads pass on is their offspring, at least temporarily.
Some of these guys have never changed a diaper in their entire lives. So when the diaper change opportunity comes up, the veteran dads allows one of the rookies to actually change the diapers.
They're all the kind of worries that I think everyone has. They're like, how can you possibly stomach changing that? And you just have to remember to keep your sense of humor, because if it's not funny at 3 o'clock in the morning, you've hardly had any sleep and you're covered head to foot in poop, I don't know what's funny.
All right. It's not too tight?
No, it's all elastic, so actually it can do to be a little bit tighter. There you go.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Dynamic Dads class without a little male bonding and encouragement.
Now you are a professional diaper changer. Congratulations. You gotta give everybody a high five.
The first few years of a child's life go by pretty fast. Before you know it, the opportunity to make the most of those years will be gone. And that's why these dads are wasting no time when it comes to educating themselves about the responsibilities of fatherhood.
When you make that bond early on with that baby, it's for a lifetime.
I just want to do everything I can to make sure that it runs as smoothly as possible and that he turns out the best child in the world.
For Smart Medicine, I'm Rod Starnes.
Joining me now is registered nurse Johnny Lundgren. Nurse Lundgren, thanks so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
Tell me how a dad goes about bonding with a baby when he comes home from the hospital.
Bonding is very important. It actually starts in the hospital. We have the dads present at most of the deliveries, and so in doing that, we're able to have them there at the very beginning to hold the baby, get used to the baby. So frequently the dads are afraid to hold them because they're so small and they think they'll break, but they're actually a lot tougher than you might think. So being there at the beginning and actually participating throughout the pregnancy is a part of bonding, helping, just being willing to pick up, do.
What can a dad do to help physically and emotionally for mom?
For moms, actually, they can help with the baby as much, baby care, and being there. Now that they have the FMLA laws, the dads frequently can get time off from work, and if they can do that, and not necessarily the whole 2 or 3 months, but just a week or two, and be there to help around the household chores so mom can rest. Taking care of the baby, playing with the baby is an excellent way to bond.
Tell me why bonding is so important for the whole family.
It really is, because they have done studies that show that babies that bond with their fathers and spend a lot of time with their fathers do better through all stages of life. It's that family unit, the way we were designed to be, and that it takes all of the components to be there for the baby to really feel whole and cared for, and it gives them so much more confidence and self-esteem.
Nurse Lundgren, thank you so much.
Oh, you're